This is Archetypal Trader. This is video number 2 today. The date's the 20th of July 2021 and I'm going to cover Curve and Celsius. So jumping into the Curve chart, this is a weekly on Curve. There's not that much data, it's still a pretty new project, though we've had a 77% correction. I think I've mentioned that in previous videos that I covered in Curve. The weekly close yesterday closed at $1.41. It hasn't broken previous candle body close structures down at this $1.26 level, though 88.6 seems like a nice level for Curve to revisit, and that would marry up with, I'll just take that off and I'll draw this, and this would line up with this bull fractal back here. You can see in the volume that it's really dropped off here and the moving average is moving down. There is a lack of data, as I previously mentioned on the weekly, though that's Curve on the weekly. Let's check the daily. So Curve looks very much similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Even ADA that I covered in the last video today, we've had that bearish TK cross underneath the cloud, which is a sell signal around the 16th, a bit sooner than other coins. And now we're back down here challenging previous lows. We're starting to flush out here on RSI. Previous lows on RSI is 31.61. We're intraday trading at 31.33. The volume on the daily has come down a lot. Currently tracking on the 20 period moving average within the volume structure at 25 million. And let's just see. Yeah, the last time that was happening is right here at the beginning of the data. And that coincides with where the price pretty much was. It's around the dollar mark. It's obviously a little bit lower, but the volume's coming well and truly out of the Curve market. So that's something to note. Yeah, everything's bearish on Ichimoku. We've just got these two last bear fractals as some sort of support. I think 82 cents is definitely on the near-term horizon. So I'll move to the 4-hour chart on Curve. So yeah, similar to Synex. We had a Kumo breakout back here and we've moved down. We're really starting to challenge this previous low here, this bear fractal at $1.21. Hasn't touched that area yet or broken it. RSI, there's no bullish divergence building here. Well, there might be just toward the end here, but nothing to get excited about. Volume's starting to perk up a little bit, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing in Curve. I would suspect that 82 cents in the next few weeks would probably get hit. My hands are well and truly off that market. Celsius. Now here's a market I'm interested in. Celsius, I think they're planning to raise more capital on Bank to the Future. I think they raised 17 million last year of venture capital, and I think in the next 2 weeks they're going to be raising more money on Bank to the Future. So that could be a short-term swing trade or even a scalp up. Maybe that news will produce a bounce in this token. It hasn't hit the 88.6 retracement either here on the weekly. Got close, got down to 440. I think that was only yesterday. We'll see on the daily when I move over to the daily. But yeah, there's not that much data here. You can see volume is coming down a lot. I'm using FTX. I know Bittrex Exchange has got more data, though checking on CoinMarketCap, 16% of the trading volume is happening on FTX. So that's why I'm using this exchange for the price data and obviously the volume data. So Yeah, 88.6 is $4.30. But yeah, it's probably a lot lower than that if you're using the lower Bittrex, so that's neither here nor there. Moving over to the daily. Not that much data for Ikamako, but let's zoom in and have a gander. Got firmly rejected here at CQ span B, couldn't break above. That could have been a 61.8 fib retracement. I'll just draw that on and see how it looks. Look at that, bang. It definitely was a 61.8 rejection, and there's a rejection at CQ span B. So we've moved down and we've created these wicks are lower lows here on the daily, so you would suspect that that would continue. I'll delete that off. What else is to note? We've had a bearish TK cross on the 16th, like many coins, and CQ span B is stepping down here, so that's further evidence of bearishness for Celsius. Let's jump over to the 4 hour. So the 4 hours had a Kumo breakout to the downside, and we've moved down substantially from that move. Volume's a bit neurotic on FTX. There's no real big exchange for Celsius, like it's not on Coinbase or Binance, I believe. I could be wrong. Well, that's the exchanges is on when I look at TradingView, so there's not that many. So it is a bit sporadic. You can see the moving averages up and down, but we're experiencing like low levels of volume on Celsius. So yeah, we've broken this bear fractal back here, and we might be retesting it just now. Be interesting to see. We'll box that in. Yeah, so we've done a little more than retesting it. We've sort of bounced a bit so far. Maybe we'll get a retest of the Kijun here at $5. But yeah, like in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be very interesting to see what does take place. I'll just move away from the 4 hour and back to the daily. Yeah, I don't know if there'll be that much news about it. There'll be plenty of chat in the community and stuff, but let's measure in 14 days. Yeah, maybe they'll get a little rally into this raise. Be interesting to see how much money they raise in private equity, but yeah, maybe with the current price action in Bitcoin breaking lows and stuff, it could just continue to sell off. But that's one piece of news that may help Celsius. So that's the end of this video. I'll do one more today. Please like, share, subscribe, and happy trading.